Hi, everybody. Since it's Christmas season and we're not really going to get together this year, I thought of a way to kind of give y'all a little gift of myself that I know y'all are really going to be missing me, so you won't get to see me. But I'm going to make some biscuits for you today, and we'll get started here in a minute and see how they turn out. Okay, what we're going to start with is I'll just go over a little bit what I got here. I've got my bowl of self-rising flour. I keep this flour in the bowl all the time, so I found that's the easiest way to do it. That way, the only measurements you need are your shortening and your milk. I have a couple of tablespoons of butter here that I'm going to melt, and we'll put that on the top at the end. To get started, take a little flour, in the sifter, get some of the flour out of here. Doing it this way, you don't have to worry about how much flour you need. It's always there, and you just use it till it gets the right consistency. All right, we'll smooth it out a little bit, kind of press it down. Might need some buttermilk. Okay. The only measurement I'm going to really do is a cup and a half of buttermilk. Take a little shortening. Got my pan over here. It's just a flat top griddle pan. Okay. Set that aside. And basically, we're just going to pour our milk into the middle of the bowl. Get about a half to 3/4 of a cup of shortening. And basically, what you're doing is you're just start breaking it up in the milk. You're not really getting any flour right now. You just want to incorporate your Crisco in your milk. You can feel it when it starts to get smaller pieces, start to break up. Start taking a little flour from the sides. Maybe he wants to give me a hand. You're never going all the way to the bottom of the bowl. You're just taking bits of flour around the edges. You can see that it pretty much just makes itself right on top of the flour you've got in the bowl. When it starts to feel like it's not quite so sticky on top, you're getting close to where you want to be. Just moving it around. Okay, we're going to clean our fingers off. Give that a quick wash. Okay. All right, that's about what I like, about the way I like to see it. I'm going to take a little bit of flour out of here. I use a pastry sheet because it's a lot easier just to deal with that and not have to clean up the countertops every time. Kind of want to work it into a little ball that you can kind of get your fingers under. Out on the table it goes. You got little pieces here that you can pick up and add to it. I don't know, you don't want to work it too much. I usually work it out into a circle. Mash it down. Little flour on top. I like to fold it over one time. You can make these as thick as you want. It's starting to stick a little. All right, then we take our biscuit cutter, dip it in the flour, start cutting out your biscuits. Get the excess up. Set your biscuit. These are going to be big. I went one size bigger on the cutter just to see what it would do. Okay, take the rest of your dough. Get it back together. See if we can get 2 more out of this. That one's probably going to fall apart a little bit, but that's all right. Okay, there we go. I've got the oven preheated to 500 degrees. And we're going to stick that in. Okay, I want to show you how I clean this flour up before I put it away. I usually just take a measuring cup or something, just go around the edges, just skim a layer off the top, some of the dough that got mixed in. And it will turn hard, and you'll find it next time, but I started doing this just to kind of clean it up at the end. And as you can see, that's what you wind up with. We'll discard that. And wait till they're done. And, we're going to turn these biscuits about 180 just to get a little better even cooking. They look pretty good. About halfway through. All right, well, it's been 15, 16 minutes. Your oven will vary, but let's pull these out and see what they look like. Yeah, this is the 2 tablespoons of butter I melted. You can use a stick of butter and go around the top, but it takes a little longer to melt. And I like to do it this way because then the butter runs down over the top of the biscuit and you can see it sizzling on the pan. Kind of adds a little more crispness to the bottom. They smell great. All right. What I like to do since they're cooked in this pan is still very, very hot. Kind of keep them from continuing to cook. I'll pull them up and kind of stack them up a little. See that bottom's nice and golden. Let's take this one here. And I like this one over here. Woo, it's hot. We're going to cook some country ham. We got some muscadine jelly. We'll have some eggs and some, probably make some gravy too. All right, there you go. Homemade biscuits. I hope you all have a great day. I know this being Christmas, some of you will be traveling. Be safe in your travels, and let's always remember to keep the reason why the season's here in the name of Jesus. Y'all have a good day.